Hello, ladies. Good morning. It's nice to see you again. This is Aisha in North Carolina. And a few weeks ago, I mentioned about how the Lord is teaching me to get rid of this of a poverty mentality I used to have. And I feel like he's really making a point. He's really wanting me to learn a few things from my parents, and I'm grateful for that. And I wanted to share 2 weeks ago we were getting ready because we were going to go on a trip vacation with my parents and my sister and her and her husband, her mother-in-law, my aunt, and a friend and a cousin of hers, of my brother-in-law. It was just a big trip that at the beginning I was very excited, and then I got concerned about the money and the budget that we had and all of that. And my dad mentioned in every prayer that we had since we started planning that he always prayed for the trip, and he put the trip in God's hands. And he was very anxious because he doesn't like to travel. He likes to just stay home, and we don't need to go there. If we want to go, we can just put a video in the television. He's that kind of person. But it was my desire for him to go, and I started organizing it for him and my mother because I already been to this place before. And he gets very excited about nature in God's creativity. When he sees little flowers that he has never seen before, he gets very amazed and he starts taking pictures. So I really wanted him to go to this place. And so we were in the store, and my mom wanted to buy something, and then we looked at the price, and I said, "Oh, but it's too expensive." I said that, and my dad said, "Don't look at the price. God will provide for everything we need." I'm like, "What? Don't look at the price, like just grab whatever you want." He's like, "Take it, I'm gonna pay for it." Said that's what my dad said. No? And so it was just a very, very powerful thing. And I said, I have to share this with the ladies because before, like, who goes to the store and just don't look at the price? Like, I have to look at the price all the time. But I felt like it was something that the Lord was trying to teach me. Like, there are some times that I want to take care of you, and you don't have to worry. You just have to, if you really want it, I will provide for you. So he purchased it, and it was fine. And then we went into the trip, and I got again concerned or worried about the money. And I even cried, and I felt bad because after the trip we have money left over. And I said, why I was worrying, why I was preoccupied for this, if you provided for everything, it was more than enough. And we were able to share with everybody, and it was really a blessing. Yesterday my sister called, and it will be very short. I want to share something else. That my sister called me, and her brother, it's the cousin of her husband. She was with us in the trip, and I don't know the story, but I think her father left when she was very young or something like that. But she was very, very happy to see how we had a relationship with my dad, my sister, and myself. And she went to her house on the Sunday after we came back from the trip. And she just started crying and being grateful for that example that my dad set during the trip. And she was very grateful to see our family, how we interacted, how we spent the time together, everything. And it wasn't perfect. My mom even said, well, we're not perfect. You saw this, you saw that, and we're not perfect, but we put God first, and that's what makes the difference. Every time you feel bad, every time you feel like you have anger or you're resentful or whatever, you just have to bring it to God, and that's what makes the difference. But we're not perfect. And it was just we realized yesterday, my sister and myself, how my dad prayed for every single night before. He prayed for this trip to be a blessing, and in turn to be. So it was just a big realization, and I'm grateful for that, and I wanted to share with you, because sometimes we don't pay attention to things, and we pray for things, and even things happen and we didn't even pay attention to until someone else brings it to our attention. So